Hello and welcome to FTTR, I'm Hugh McQuaid and today we are so close, it is nearly time for AEW Revolution. And what would a pay-per-view be? I know I didn't do Elimination Chamber, don't come at me. What would it be without predictions? Particularly this pay-per-view, because it could go so many different ways. So shall we begin here on my AEW Revolution predictions? So we are starting off with the match that is apparently opening the show, as Tony Khan has said, the Young Bucks versus MJF and Chris Jericho of the Inner Circle. Now this match has had a little bit of build. The tensions between the Inner Circle have been bubbling away, and then the angle on the press conference on the last episode of AEW was incredible. I feel like that really gave the feud what it needed. It gave it that spark that Jericho brings to his feuds, particularly his feud with Cody. So in terms of who's going to win, I'm going to go with the Young Bucks retaining. I feel like they are building towards the Good Brothers versus the Young Bucks for those titles. Maybe a unification match between the Impact and the AEW Championship, but that is just where I'm lying. I think there's going to be a little bit of dissension with the Inner Circle, and that's going to cost them the match. So the next match that we are going to talk about is the Tag Team Battle Royal, because why not? Hey, why not talk about that? There's a lot of teams in here. I don't know if I'm going to run down every single one that I've got up on my screen, because that is a lot. It's a lot. I think there's a few standouts here. I think Santana and Ortiz are possibly one of the front runners. I think Dark Order have some merit as well, both iterations. And it's really, really hard this, because a lot of the teams in this that feel like they could win it have already had matches with the Young Bucks. Because my answer would have been Santana and Ortiz, but because they only recently had the tag match, I don't think they're going to win. So, you know, looking at this list, I don't know if this was ever followed up on, but I'm going to go with SoCal Uncensored. I mean, it seems they're in the Battle Royal, but I feel like they haven't had the opportunity to go for the titles as much, and particularly since they were building that story of if they lose, then they're over. And maybe that could play into the ladder match as well. But for some reason, yeah, SoCal Uncensored is standing out to me as possibly the best match out of these. Maybe Death Triangle. There's so many. Do you know what? I'm going to change my answer to Death Triangle, because Pac and the Young Bucks haven't had that many interactions, and I feel like those two could have a banging match. So I'm changing my answer. I'm going to go with Death Triangle for the win of the Battle Royal. So the next match that I have on my list is Hikaru Shida versus, I can't even say the name, I feel so bad, Ryo Mizunami. Let's go with that. I feel like it is going to be, it's hard picking on the fly, isn't it? I'm going to go with Shida. I think there is someone down the line who has more build, who could be able to take it off, and maybe they're waiting for Chris Statlander to come back. Maybe it'll be Britt Baker, but they could have done Britt Baker here. I just feel like there needs to be more build for someone to take the belt off Shida, and this could be a really nice exhibition match of Shida and Mizunami. So yeah, Hikaru Shida, let's go with that. So next we have Adam Page versus Matt Hardy. Now, as much as I haven't been into this feud particularly, it's been okay. Hangman is probably my favourite wrestler in AEW at the moment. I think his character is amazing. It is just the build with him and Omega, and the fact that we just want that match. And I feel like he needs to overcome this obstacle of Matt Hardy. I don't see the benefit in Matt Hardy getting the win here, even with interference from, say, Private Party or something like that. But Hangman needs this win. This could really set him on a good direction to potentially go for the world title, maybe even the TNT title. Hangman Adam Page to win. Next up we have Cody Rhodes versus Scorpio Sky versus Penta El Cerro Miedo versus, I probably butchered that, I'm so sorry, versus Lance Archer versus Max Caster versus TBA. Now usually you go with TBA because last time there was a ladder match, Brian Cage came in and he won it. So yeah, I'm going to go with TBA. I don't know who it is, but looking at the stipulation of this match that the winner gets a TNT title shot, I don't think it's going to be Cody. I don't think it's going to be Lance Archer. I don't think it's going to be Max Caster. I think the only one who sort of stands out in that pack is Penta. Maybe they'll do Penta winning and hopefully Death Triangle winning the Tag Team Battle Royal. But yeah, I think TBA would be the one for me. Who is TBA? Like he's a wrestler. Yeah, TBA. Whoever it is, I think is going to win this match. And yeah, he will face Darby Allin. That'll be an interesting one. So next we have Team Taz, Brian Cage and Ricky Starks versus Darby Allin and Sting. This is probably the most easy one to call. It is going to be Team Taz. I'm joking. It's going to be Darby Allin and Sting. You're not going to beat Sting in his first match. And Darby really hasn't had much momentum, to be honest, aside from his big zipline entrance, which was amazing. I think it's going to be Darby Allin and Sting winning pretty unanimously in this. Team Taz win. I'll be blown away because I love Team Taz. I think they're really underrated, to be honest. But yeah, Darby Allin and Sting to win. Next up we have Miro and Kip Sabian, with Penelope Ford, of course, versus the best friends Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor. Now, this is going to be, it's a tough one because I feel like who do they want to come out as a star from this feud? It's either Miro or Orange Cassidy. Now, Orange Cassidy has so much momentum coming off the Chris Jericho feud, and I don't think they fully capitalised on it. And Miro came in with such hype, but he's sort of been worn down a little bit. It's not been the greatest outing for Miro. So I think it's going to be Miro and Kip Sabian getting the win here. I feel like they're the team you need to build. Orange Cassidy is sort of not bulletproof. He's sort of, he can withstand a few losses. Miro, I think, needs a big win to help him out here. And Miro's the one you want to be building. And I love Kip Sabian as well. But Miro seems like the star of that act. And, oh no, Riho and Thunder Rosa versus Dr. Britt Baker and Rebel. This could be shenanigans, this could be a lot of interference, this could be... I'm going to go with Dr. Britt Baker and Rebel getting a cheeky win here. Personally, I think they really like Britt Baker, and having her go on to potentially take the title off Shida, but we've been saying that for a long time, I think it will be Dr. Britt and Rebel taking the win there. And finally, unless I have missed any off, sorry if I'm looking off screen, but I've got the match rundown to the other side of me. We have barbed wire, no, let me get that, let me just add a bit more to that. Exploding barbed wire death match between Kenny Omega and Jon Moxley. This match is going to be insane, it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited for this. I loved their match at Full Gear, and this could be even better, particularly since I've been diving back into that deathmatch stuff with the documentary reviews. Check those out. It's going to be Kenny Omega. You're not going to cut his run this short. I feel like this is a way to write off Jon Moxley, but even though it's pretty obvious Kenny's going to win, this match is going to be amazing. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm so excited for this. From top to bottom, this looks like an amazing show. And yeah, I cannot wait for Revolution on Sunday. I'm hyped. I'm so hyped. Get hyped. So yeah, those are my predictions for AEW Revolution. Let me know what you think. Who do you think is walking out with the AEW World Championship? Thank you all ever so much, and have a nice day.